Hello and thank you for visiting my site and listening to this short video. I'm going to share with you 5 little known secrets about closing sales that is going to make your business profits soar, and you're also going to discover how you can close more deals for bigger profits without cold calling or sounding like a sleazy salesperson. So hi, my name is Neil Howe, and in this short video I'm going to share with you those 5 little known secrets for closing more sales with less effort and for more profit. And this is going to be perfect for you if you have ever thought, if I could just know when my prospects are ready to buy and only deal with those people that we're certain that are ready to buy and they're interested in what we have to sell, my business would be a lot easier. But before I tell you those 5 secrets, it's important that you know who I am and why you should listen to me. So here's a picture of me here with my daughter Abby. I'm a media marketing strategist. I'm a best-selling author and known as the Authority Architect. I've been serving business owners and professionals who are the educators and advocates for the success of their clients. So people that really care about their clients, that really want to see them do well and prosper or just fix their problems, and they want to educate those people in how they do that and why they do that for them. So those are the kinds of people that I really like to help and work with. And I've dedicated my life to helping people build trust and positioning in their market so that they are recognized as the authority. But what is really important is the results that I've been able to help my clients achieve. So here we have Les Adkins. He is the founder and CEO at Orange SMS. And he says, I highly recommend Neil and Authority Marketing for those individuals and entrepreneurs who have worked hard and created a solid business and are ready for that next level. There's so many businesses out there that have worked hard for so many years but just can't get to that next level. They've hit that plateau and they just don't know where to go from there. They've got years in the job, but they're just not getting the recognition that they hope for. With Authority Marketing, it's the one thing that can really put you over the edge. He says it was amazingly helpful to his business and personal reputation. Here also we have June Klein. She is a CSP, or a Certified Speaking Professional. She's a keynote speaker. She went on to talk about the know, like, and trust factor and said if you don't know Neil Howe and his expertise in positioning your greatness, then you are losing value, time, and ground of being known as the expert in your field. He brings you and your business to celebrity authority status. Now, when we talk about celebrity authority, we're not talking about the Kardashians or anything like that. It's just being known in your own unique space, in your own industry, as somebody who is that trusted expert and authority. We also have Denny Faircloth here. He's the Executive Vice President at NVIDIA Financial Network. Now, I worked with him and his wife. They were in the fair trade fashion industry, and he says Neil helped us establish credibility as an authority and leader in the fair trade fashion world and get an insane amount of exposure for the campaign. They then leveraged that exposure and their newfound celebrity status to raise over $20,000 before they officially launched their brand. And it wouldn't have been possible without my help. And I would love to be able to help you as well. And I'll tell you how we can get started for free at the end of this video. But first, let me help you immediately by telling you what these 5 secrets are. So secret number 1 to help you close more deals for more profits without fear of rejection is increase certainty about your product or service. And this is important because without certainty of product or service, there's going to be no sale. So you want to get to a stage to where on a scale of 1 to 10, you want to get as high up to that 9 and 10 level of certainty. So your prospects are going to be asking, does this product or service make sense to me? Is it going to solve a problem, or is it going to fulfill a need? Is this really going to help me out? Can I see how this is going to make a major difference in my life? Is something going to be a lot easier for me? Is something going to be better for me? And then, of course, you have to look at, is it good value for the money? So am I going to get more than the money that I have to pay out? And they want to trust that your product or service is what they really need to move them forward to the next level or to solve their problems. So we want to get as high as possible on that trust scale. And you think if you can get your prospect up to a 9 or a 10 on this certainty that they really want and they need that product, it's going to be an automatic sale, right? Well, not quite, because there's other things that you need to consider as well. And here we are at secret number 2 to help you close more deals without getting rejection is increase the certainty about you. Because ultimately, this is important because people need to trust you before they will buy from you. If they love your service and they love your product, but they don't trust you, if you've said something maybe in your presentation that rubbed them the wrong way and they don't trust you, or they got put off by you somehow, or they looked into your reputation online and they saw some not so nice things about you, they're not going to buy from you regardless of how much they need that product. They're going to go down the street to your competition and they're going to buy from them instead. So they really need to trust you, and here's what you need to know about that. That your prospect has to trust you in order to buy. They're buying from a person and they're dealing with a person, so they're needing that person to be trustworthy and be certain about that level of trust. And in order to do that, you need to position yourself as that expert and authority. And you also need to share with your prospects that you have their best interest at heart and that you are not only qualified, but willing and able to solve the problems that they have. So again, being a 9 or a 10 in the product or the service that you offer is extremely important, but also being a 9 and a 10 in the trust that they have in you is going to be extremely important too. Now, once you have those two things, are they ready to buy? Well, the answer is maybe, because there's another thing that they have to be certain about. And so secret number 3 to help you close more deals without getting rejection is increase the certainty about your company. This is important because prospects check out your business reputation before they buy. And here's what you need to know about that. People are not going to buy if you have a bad company reputation. So they're going to the internet. They're looking at things like the Better Business Bureau. They're looking at the reviews, the Google reviews, the Yelp reviews. They're looking at your social media and just seeing what people are saying about the company. Now, if you've got a lousy reputation at the company, it doesn't matter if you've got the best product or service in the world and that they need it. It doesn't matter that they trust you, because if you ultimately don't have the control, or the company's in charge and they got a lousy reputation, then they're not sure what they're going to get, even if the first two factors are, that 9 and 10 on the scale. So conversely, if you have a company that has a magnificent reputation and people are glowing about everything that you've done and their trust is high, then people are going to enter this equation at 8 or 9 or 10. So the higher up you can get on that scale, the easier it is going to be in order to close those deals. So really, you're looking at 3 things. You need to get high on the product or service that you offer, a high level of certainty there. They need to have a high level of certainty about you as the person who's going to deliver that and the person that they're going to be dealing with. And then, of course, they have to have a high level of certainty about the company that is standing behind that product and service. So once you have those 3 things, if you can get them in that 9 or 10 range, you're almost guaranteed to close the sale, and that's exactly what we want. But we have a couple of other things that we need to consider. So secret number 4 to help you close more deals without getting rejection is decrease the prospect's action threshold. So what is an action threshold? Well, let's look into that a little bit more and discover what that is. It's important because each prospect has a different number they will buy at. So as in the scale, if you had somebody at all 9s, that would give you a score of 27. So that would be their action threshold. They would buy if they had a total score of 27. But, for me, it might be much lower. For my action threshold might be 24, 23. And, I'm willing to buy and take a bit of a risk at that level. Conversely, again, you might have somebody that has to have all 10s. They have to completely have trust in the product, in the service, in yourself and the company before they even consider making a purchase. So those are the different kinds of action thresholds that we're talking about, and it's different for everybody. But the great thing about that is it is a current action threshold, which means it is that particular moment in time, and it can actually be lowered by doing some certain things. And some of those things are offering a guarantee. Obviously, if their money is guaranteed or a service is guaranteed, then that's going to maybe lower their action threshold a little bit. Of course, addressing the objections that they have. Now, objections generally are just a smokescreen for uncertainty in one of those 3 areas. So you want to address those objections to the best of your ability. And then, of course, you can also increase the pain. The higher the pain that they're dealing with, the more action that they might be taking. So really talking about what some of the issues that can come about by not getting their problem solved can actually lower that action threshold as well. So secret number 5 to help you close more deals without getting rejection is increase that prospect's pain threshold. And this is important because the greater the pain, the lower the action threshold. So some industries have a high pain threshold. So what does that mean? You think about industries that are actually dealing with real pain. Okay, you've got a medical industry that you need to get your pain sorted as quickly as possible, whether it's a broken bone or a pulled muscle, or whether it's just a cold or flu. It's something that you want to get dealt with right away or as soon as possible. So that pain threshold is very real for them, and it's going to lower the action threshold, so they're going to want to take action a lot quicker. Other things like maybe a divorce attorney or something like that. If your wife or husband comes to you and hands you the divorce papers, then all of a sudden you've got a big problem that you have to get dealt with right away. So some industries have a high pain threshold to begin with. But if you are not high in that pain threshold, and it's just something that people might want or they need, but they don't necessarily want to take the action or put the money out for it, there's things that you can do in order to increase that pain threshold. And like I was talking about, you want to paint a picture of that deep dark hole that they might find themselves in if they don't deal with it right away. So through the use of stories, you can tell what might have happened to somebody else that didn't deal with the problem and what situation they found themselves in. And then at the other side of that equation, you can also future pace the outcome and the transformation that they might have by getting your product and service and getting rid of that pain. So you want to increase that pain threshold to as high as possible, and that will get them to lower their action threshold. But ultimately, the 3 major things to think about is, are they certain about you? Are they certain about your company? And of course, are they certain about the product and service that you offer? So now you know how to close more deals with less effort, without cold calling or any hard closing skills. Let me tell you how I can actually help you increase that level of certainty so you can close more sales with less selling and without fearing rejection. But choosing a marketing strategy is an important decision, and before you ever think about working with a marketing strategist, you should meet with them to make sure that they are right for you. And just as I said at the start, I only work with people who are the educators and advocates for the success of their clients. That is very important to me, and that's why I would love to meet with you and share my fast action plan that is going to position you as the authority with credibility and trust immediately, so that you can close more deals with less effort and for more profit by having customers enter that equation at a high level of certainty, so you have very limited selling that you need to do. And after 5 years of doing this, I've gotten pretty good at it. So here's how this works. I'm going to offer a free authority positioning consultation, which is a 30-minute phone call or Skype or Zoom, somewhere we can do a screen share so we can talk about your current position. We will look online to see what people are saying about you online, because about 90% of people, especially in any kind of sale where there's a good deal of money going out, they're going to look for you online to see what your reputation is. So we really want to have a good look at that, and then also have a look at your goals and see what your goals are for attracting more business. And then of course we're going to outline a step-by-step plan that's going to help you reach those goals as fast as possible. And at the end of our initial planning session, you're going to know precisely what you need to do to position yourself as the authority in your niche and close more deals for more money with less effort. So to book your consultation now, go to theauthorityarchitect.com and you can click on the button that is on the website. It's the book a consultation button. That will take you to a calendar where you can choose a time that works best for you, and we can do a screen share online. Very easy, so it's not no need to meet in person where you have to get out of your office and meet somewhere. But fortunately I'm very busy with this and with other things that I am doing, so I only do a couple of free consultations every month. So make sure that you book your free authority positioning consultation now. And thank you for listening, and I look forward to seeing you and speaking to you online. And again, here's a picture of my two beautiful young daughters and myself. They're grown up a little bit now, but I just love those smiling faces, so I wanted to put it in here. So go ahead and book your consultation now, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Have a great rest of your day.